let's calibrate.
So do you not like the runways that are typically found with Quintex? Because they're basically just like a...
No,
I don't like those either.
I want to mix it up entirely. And on the back end of here, I also have slope. So
yeah, I felt that.
Right. So sometimes I'll get people in here who are like, on right to lefts, I struggle with this or that, or left to right, I feel like my stroke does this. So it gives me a way to compare with numbers what's actually happening.
Yeah, gotcha. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. The room was big enough where I felt like, I might as well have done that. Okay, so we'll get your aim here and calibrate.
Yeah, I think those are terrible because it doesn't help anyone know, like...
Anything. You're just like, it's like a driving range lining you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I told you to aim right here, well, it's pretty easy. You have a line, right?
Yeah.
But like, the one thing is like, any carpet, it has a little bit of grain in it.
Sure.
And so the grain's going this way. But if I go this way, the grain's a little more that way. If I go that way, some of the putts will go right to left. I want it to be as straight as it can be so that there's a comfort for the player.
Yep.
I don't want them to start adjusting for that. So I'm trying to kind of stay straight, but there are times where I'll kind of fluff it or whatever and just go diagonal.
Yeah.
So aim is there. You want to step in with your...
just right on this black?
Yeah, I'll help you. So you'll take your normal setup and hold that for like 5 seconds. You good?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, you can move. Let me get some numbers here. Is Artisan still in business?
Yeah. Actually just sent me wedges today.
Nice.
Their wedges are, I think,
Really?
they're so good.
Hence the name.
You should see them. They're so beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. And like when you say like you want to grind, blah blah blah, they'll do anything.
I have a low bounce K that I got fit for that works so good for me. So I've just never
really moved from it.
No, I had an injury and came back from it. That's at 90. And I went straight to chipping and it instantly felt good. And I'm like, well, clearly the fitting was proper. Like it just works with my instincts.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you know the deal with the golf balls. Oh, this has a line. This one doesn't.
And whenever?
Yeah, ready to go. I'll have you hit about 8 or 10 before we start looking.
I'll sketch you up. Or do you want to analyze that one?
No, you're good.
Try to help you out. It's good to go.
Hang on one sec. Well, I'm gonna hit one more. I may recalibrate your aim for 1 second based on what I saw there. That one missed pretty far right, didn't it?
It is blue.
You gotta redo it.
Yeah.
Russell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it thought the hand was...
Yeah. Got it. I'll hit one more. I think I may redo your aim. Yeah, I gotta redo it. Something moved. We're gonna do it different.
Probably me.
It's okay. I'm gonna use this so it doesn't...
Oh, okay.
Can't wiggle at all. This is the absolute foolproof method. Okay, good to go. We know it's flawless aim now. Okay. Look at that face angle.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Yeah, balloon green.
Pre-impact acceleration. It's too fast, I'm assuming.
A little fast.
And then angle the tap.
But if you do it the same way every single time, it's fine. That's the problem with some of the people who know the numbers. I'm better off to turn off the TV and block the screen. I'll have you hit 8 and then, because I want to see what you do. I don't want you to adjust putt to putt, you know?
Yeah. But the angle of attack, that's the one that I know basically no matter whenever I play golf.
Yeah.
Drivers, I hit up on it. Everything.
Yeah.
That's how part of that leaning on my left foot has started. was like the goal
That's a good putt.
was to not lean back.
Oh, for sure, because your low point.
Yeah, so that's how that
is up.
began.
Yeah. Launch is right here. So when you look, I'll show you after. I'll pull it all up.
Yeah. There's that heel.
Yep,
That's the one.
That's the
I
one.
could hear it and see it.
Yep. But that's like a super normal way for me to putt is hitting balls off the heel.
See, I think the sweet spot is more closer to the heel because look at the club twisting is
Like nothing.
Like nothing.
It might be my steel-like hands though. Strength.
Iron grip.
Nothing.
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, you like. I want to hit it. Like you kind of have a sense of this, so I'll just talk right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This putt was different, right? You tend to aim a little right and you close the face down. You close the face down a whole bunch here. Your low point was much further back. Your angle of attack was way more up. So
Yeah.
clearly, it's almost like you're hitting a driver, and almost like getting some of that to.
I do everything like a driver. Everything.
So I mean,
He's trying
and
to
then
get that far.
yeah, exactly. So that's why you don't get the forward roll, like
Right.
all of it. Your pass big into out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this is me. So it's good to see it because this is exactly what I deal with.
Yeah.
And when I play, like if I'm playing well, I make a lot of putts 10 feet and in. You give me lag putts and you can hear the ball, like no speed control.
It's a lot of the ball roll.
And it's a lot of luck.
I wonder, I can see why the arm lock, they might have put you in it. If you could hold your body stable and do the arm lock, then it would kind of be magic because it would take out some of that.
Right.
Let's hit a few more and then we'll look.
Like that one drives me nuts because I could see like as I took it away, it just snuck inside. And I sit there and like I see that.
We didn't get that one. Sometimes the lighting gets tricky. That's good.
Okay, so like anything, as long as those dots are
Yeah,
facing.
and you can see whatever you want to see on the ball.
Okay. Yeah, I don't pay attention much to the ball.
That's okay. It's funny, I in the past always used the line, and when I putt without the line, my aim is better.
Huh.
Which you would think, and I can aim the line correctly,
Interesting.
but it doesn't help me. It only messes me up.
Maybe gets your focal point maybe.
Probably here versus,
Yeah.
external. That's actually probably exactly why. That was more in going back.
Yeah.
Russell, do you think what you showed me for the mirror thing would be good for him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there until we saw this first. Yeah.
Okay.
I think for him, the eyes are big.
Okay.
I'll show you something else that is, did I put the glasses on you?
You did.
I think that would be helpful for him.
Yeah. I think both those things are really cool.
Yeah. I think that would be an easy way to.
The mirror is so cool because it's also just something you can get for $10 or
Totally.
whatever.
Totally right. Okay. So let's look at these. I want to get rid of the first two putts because I don't feel like the aim was calibrated correctly. So I'm just going to wipe out the first two.
Into out and up.
So into out, low points are back.
Yep, always.
Attack angles back. So there's an order of importance to all of this. Quintic will tell you face rotation, it starts with that.
Okay.
Because if your face is rotating a bunch, you can't control face angle.
And face angles.
And
like,
face angle is the next thing in line,
Right.
which really, they're one and the same, right? Face matters the most. I think the putt is like 93% of the start line
Right.
has to do with face, right?
Right.
But if you can control the face, you also want to try to put a quality roll in it. So if we start with the face angles and we look here, your average, you tend to aim right and you close the putter down,
Yeah.
right? That also blends with the fact that you're backing up, hitting up on it and closing it. So I would say if we could reduce that, that would be huge because that's also, as we look at it, it's also causing your launch angles to get really high when
Right.
it gets bad. When it's good and you're stable, no problem. Like your best face angle here, if we look at the first putt,
It's like the best.
so it changed 1.5 degrees instead of 2,
Right.
right? Which is 1.5 degrees still too much. But
so like what would a good putting tour player change?
what do you mean?
Like a guy who measures well is a good putter on tour.
Oh, you'd see a ton of blue on face angles, and I basically you'd see it half a degree or less.
Half a degree or less.
Yeah, I think if you can get within half a degree, you're
doing pretty
doing
well.
pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like if you were to take, okay, so if we go, let me see here, take half a degree here, which is a face angle, right? So if we take this putt and we go ball data, you basically make everything from 14 feet with that face angle.
Gotcha.
So if we're adjusting it by half a degree or no more than that, you're going to make a lot of putts.
Right.
As long as you can read it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is too, like if the amount of how much it's changing and turning is affecting your start lines, well, how is that affecting your green read, right? In your brain, you feel like you're doing something that's just hitting it where you're aimed, but you're not. So all of a sudden,
You're not aiming where you think you're aiming.
yeah,
It's all
right. You've got this pull built into it. So you were saying that when you make a good putt on short putts, you miss left.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to guess that on a short putt, it's probably pretty easy for you to aim correctly.
Right.
Because you can see it all here. Well, then you built in your pull, and all of a sudden you miss. If I step further away, it's comfortable for you to aim to the right.
And pull
then
it
you
on.
pull it, and it works.
Yeah.
So that's probably why you miss your short putts.
Right.
The fix would be, how do we get your eyes and body stable and connected so that we reduce the amount of starting your ball left.
Right.
So that kind of leads us to the next thing. So
Okay.
based on what we saw on the video and based on these numbers, the next thing I want to do, we're going to go mirror and eyes. So I give this to most people because almost anybody can benefit from kind of lining things up with your shoulders and eyes. So if you step in here, like, and you can touch your putter on this or whatever.
So putting like this way.
Right down the middle. So
Oh,
you
okay.
put your putter right there and look at your eyes. Are your eyes to the right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So
So now it feels like I'm.
right. I can give you a couple different things here. One of the easiest ways for you to line things up, if you were just to stand straight, you're not going to stand with your head crooked, and just look down between your feet. Don't think anything.
Yeah, now that's straight.
Correct. Now, if you just grab a putter, you're like, whoa, I feel a little,
Yeah.
but right. But really, if you can just take golf out of the equation and just look between your feet, you're probably not going to be crooked. And with your eyes in that position, you're not going to be so in to out as well.
Right. Yeah, it's. I can even see myself. The more I putt, the more I start.
Mm-hmm. So in terms of, I mean, there's different ways to do this. I like this way because you can really see where you start in terms of your eyes. I don't care if your eyes are exactly over the ball. I don't want them way off, but I don't want them so crooked based on what we're seeing with your numbers.
Right.
So if we were to, for example, this is just another way to kind of train it. Oh, here it is, right over here, my laser. So if we took this guy and let's say I'll click this off for a second. We'll come back to this, but if I click this off and we line it up here, if you put on these glasses, there's some lines through them and you'll see. So try these on. And you can see that if you keep those lines parallel to the laser line, your head is straight, right?
Yeah.
So here, hit a putt.
That's a trick.
And try to keep your eyes basically without the lines shifting. Good path.
Yeah.
Really good path,
I
right?
hit it really solid too.
Right. And that's a solid putt that didn't go left.
Yeah, right.
Good.
Does it feel different?
Yeah, it feels like a trip. Like in part, it feels like I'm slicing it
So it feels like you're coming outside in across.
and releasing it, and then I look down and it's going straight, and it feels like it should be like over there.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like I'm doing this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's straight.
Basically, your head position was tilted and crooked, so your eyes were basically playing a trick on you.
Yeah, like that feels a mile left. And
Yeah.
it's right center.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that felt.
Come short putts here, like, because we know you kind of.
Yeah, this would be like, I
This
would
is your
literally
range.
like, that's what it feels like I do. It feels like I just shove it out to the right. Oh yeah, see, like I'm like, it's almost like I'm trying to see the hole.
Oh, you can see it there.
Yeah. Like that's a trip. So like when I got right in here, I was like the worst alignment with my eyes I've been so far.
So do it again, where you stand, almost like stand up, and just go straight down. Here, I'll even grab your putter and just hand it to you.
It's like that was already better.
Yeah. Okay, there's a putter. There's a ball.
Yeah, that's a trip. That just feels
Can
like
you see your putter moving differently?
Yeah, but it's mostly here. It feels like it's out here. Instead of it being like in here.
Right. It's really the same feeling. Here's a stick. As if you were to take your setup, you've seen this before, where somebody has like a shaft or something, and they just put it behind your putter, and you have to slide down it.
Yep.
That's the idea. I'll get out of the way of the laser.
Yeah, like that feels so far out. So
The
far.
face gets a little left on you there too.
That does, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have a lot of this built in
Yeah.
instead of, so when I go out, it's like I'm trying to let the toe relax.
I would definitely say, okay, get more stable so your weight's not moving back.
Yeah.
Work on connection, but a big part of this is going to be your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is.
And when you practice, I think a lot of this you can kind of do inside. It'll help. Nice. I feel like the ball's breaking or doing something weird there.
Yeah, right by the hole.
Here, let's go. We'll putt from like diagonal here. See if this kind of helps you too, to kind of, with your path, to kind of see everything. That was really good.
Yeah, that's crazy though. So like,
That was really good.
just the way you've like changed things. So like seeing the lines made the putting stroke look different to me. And then just putting that thing down made it look different again. So like it looked more this way, then you put that down and it felt more straight.
Normal.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm trying to give you a way to see it for what it is.
Yeah, not for my perception.
And once you get comfortable, then we start peeling things away and going back and forth until we can slowly take everything away and leave you with this stroke without all the help. Beautiful.
Yeah, if it's wildly different.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like you would benefit from this drill right here with the glasses on for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, just hang out.
Block practice.
Yep.
That would start to change things.
Yeah, the amount of
Little
like,
left.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a pull, but the amount of like it just feels like a cut. Feels like a.
You can even see in your wrists like how they
Yeah,
want
I
to
can
want
feel
to
that.
go, right? Versus holding solid.
Yep.
But it's all rooted in your eyes.
Well, yeah, so that makes sense. If I'm here and I'm trying,
You have no choice. Like if your eyes are going to be right and if you're going to aim right, something's got to get this thing back online. So
Right.
now that we're putting you in a position, well, now it has to hold.
Right.
And that's why like gate drills like this or any kind of feedback for start line with having your eyes set are going to be huge.
Yeah, so that's funny. The only drill I've ever really done putting wise is that Pell's putting plate with the
The putting tutor?
I don't know. It's just like the little marbles.
Yes, the tutor.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's all. And I would go on a green from like this far and just hit it through the marbles.
Right.
I was still putting poorly, but I could get my start line.
Did you do it with the aim correct and returning it? I mean, so if you were to take like the putting plates, for example, right? I mean, you could take something like this, right, indoors, because you could kind of see a little bit of your eyes.
Yeah.
Or like a mirror plate, but like even this, right? If we were to take this and line this up, if it were outside the normal putting plate, you anchor it with tees, you basically can shove your putter up against this. I put a tee out in the ground out there with a string line. So now you flush up your putter to the back edge, you look out at the tee so you can train aim, and it forces you to return it to square to get through the gate. So it's doing a lot.
Right.
It's training aim, it's training your ability to return it to square.
Right.
It's also green read.
Yep.
Visually, if it doesn't look like it's correct, maybe we put down some dots along the way to help you connect to that line. There's a lot of ways to tweak
Right.
it. Might even draw a line here or here just to bridge the gap. Try this. Here, I'll even hold it so you can flush your putter up against the back. So if I go like this, do you see the way you want the toe to open?
Yep.
You wanted that.
Yeah, yeah.
That isn't it. That's it. So now look up. Do you feel like you're aimed at the center of the hole?
No.
Okay.
Oh. Maybe.
Right. So,
Good shot.
so you would basically,
Wow. Yeah.
you know, that's where outside I would do some different, I would probably go with like a stretchy string line for starters to give you that whole line to connect things to, and then probably go to some kind of a plate and then kind of peel things back.
Gotcha.
But for starters, I think this is a eyeline thing.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah. And that's the thing about the camera and the ceiling is, I mean, it's pretty hard to diagnose that subtlety and how it's affecting things without that camera angle. Yep, there's the pole.
Yeah. I can feel it, you can even see
Right.
it.
So what would happen is for a week or two, you'd hit lefty, lefty, lefty until you learned how to hold this thing off.
Right.
And then you could probably putt for an hour and hardly hit a tee.
Right.
Once you get it.
Right.
It's just
Yeah. It's almost like I'm not even mad because my setup feels so different.
Yeah. I mean, I've got 10,000 contraptions going here. And I'm not trying to make you feel like tin cup, but we're just trying to get your eyes and calibrate things. There you go.
Yeah.
That feels held off, doesn't it?
Oh God, it feels.
Yeah. I mean, if we take, like, hit another one and I'll just film. I'll show you the stroke.
Yeah, I mean,
1 second.
yeah, take your time.
Okay, gotcha. Watch this. This is really good. That stick's a little crooked now.
Yeah, God.
But look at the path.
But to say that's going that far inside to me is,
Look at the way the putter's chasing the ball.
yeah,
So
night
good.
and day different.
Oh yeah. Right down the line. It's really good. It's funny in the camera angle it looked like that was off, but it really isn't.
This is crazy though. The eyes, like this part is nuts. How badly I want to go this way.
Yeah.
And
They don't make those anymore, but you can always find them on eBay.
oh yeah.
People are always
I
selling
thought
them.
you said they're making a new version of them.
I don't know. They might.
Oh, really?
They might. I like those.
Yeah.
And you know how they have the center line in the middle? You don't have to have that on the ball. It's more the two parallel lines. for you.
Yeah.
And some people, like their eyes, the parallel lines are outside or whatever. I kind of like them on the ball. I mean, I think it's good to frame this with those two lines.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But it's amazing how badly they want to go so far right.
Yeah. There. No? See that?
Yeah.
Just keep it there. There you go. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Pretty good though. So when you're using you can throw down a putting plate and kind of just knock them through.
That's what I was doing.
Or you can aim it at a spot, set it up, flush your putter up, look at the tee, train
Yeah.
aim. Like there's levels.
Yeah. No, like
But
when
I
I go back, I was just basically, can I start the ball through that line?
Right.
That was it.
When you practice with Redmond, you see him doing the plates probably, and he has a tee in the ground, and he's taking his time to kind of pick apart all those details. Nice.
Yeah, that felt really good.
Really good. So now if you take off the glasses, see if you can kind of replicate the feel. Yeah, check them out. You're like, what are they talking about? You need to see these things.
I saw last one.
Yeah. No, him.
He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
he's
a
like,
different-
can't I just draw a line out of some glasses? I was like, no, it's not the same.
I guarantee you, if you look though, you can figure out something. There's ones that have like a laser, so you'll basically stand up, hold your head straight, and you can adjust the laser, and it's kind of like moving on the wall till it looks level, and then you can go down. Like that works.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you could replicate this by having, if you had a string line over the laser line, so that,
You get your eyes centered.
and if you're crooked, then the laser line will, the two lines won't match up basically.
So when I was in Florida, Henrik Stenson had this two stretchy string lines like that, and they were one on top of the other. So your eyes had to kind of be over the top.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to show you that much of that.
No.
I think you need to kind of see where your eyes are to see that. That's pretty good there.
Yeah, they're way more solid, like substantially more solid.
I think that your connection is going to change just by your eyes and your path.
Yeah.
And then you can look like how we had the sticks through your arms to feel the connection. You're basically going to be able to do that without having the sticks there.
Right.
Just from fixing this. It's a
Yeah,
visual thing.
Fascinating.
Visual.
I like the things that keep like the closer we got to the hole, the more it felt like I almost was like trying to like peek at the hole.
Yeah. And so you can almost just kind of like stand up, like hold the putter in one hand,
Yeah, it's just
Up.
kind of like
down. And you kind of know if you like forget that you're playing golf for a second.
right.
You go, okay, well, that's pretty good. There you go. That's the easiest way when you're at the golf course to create that
Just-
feel without having it.
That's not bad. It's just ambient light coming into here.
Do you want to, we can film from the ceiling down here too after
Yeah.
and see how it is.
Oh.
Got it. We'll just leave them out for a moment. These are the Pro Aim
Oh, okay.
glasses.
Look them up.
Yeah. There's a guy who, when I was playing full time, who I went to see up in Canada, Brett Saunders. He has a really nice putting studio. He's got quinticking cameras and force plate, a lot of this stuff. And when I was working with him, he had me try on the glasses to fix my eye line, and I was like, holy, it was really powerful.
Yeah.
But I mean, you feel like you're like that. Like it just doesn't feel like your head's in a weird place, and you're like trying to figure out, I got to make a stroke from here. Like this is weird.
Yeah.
So that's why for me, I always felt like if I stood up and stood down, I could go, okay, well, this is normal. Now I got to make a putting
Figure it out
stroke,
from
and
there,
it's
yeah.
like, okay, all right. So then it starts to bridge the gap.
Right.
But if I didn't go like this, like if I just set in and I was crooked and I adjusted it, it never kind of felt right until I could do that. Then I was like, okay, now my brain needs to change.
Gotcha.
So-
Yeah.
All right, let's go and the other, but like, okay, so for example, you don't have this set up, but if you got a mirror with a line on it,
Very close,
now
yeah.
you set up, you can actually just watch your eyeballs and see that they're both on the line.
And do you like this more than something like that?
I do, because it's, when you've got like this and then a shoulder mirror and other things, like you're trying to piece it all together. I feel like this doesn't work very easily.
Okay, so you're saying you're looking at shoulders.
I like
eyes.
shoulders and eyes all at the same time.
Gotcha.
Bless
Excuse
you.
me.
Bless you.
That makes sense. Now I hear you. Yeah, that's much better than it started. That's for sure. Just
It's
walking
already a
into it.
little more comfy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're right though. If I just can kind of like get into it, it's way different than if I usually like set my putter, walk in, and I got them.
Yeah, you're already
Yeah.
twisted. Yeah.
But that's like literally, I would aim my putter looking like this, and then I would walk into it. So that's got to
Yeah.
be part of it.
Now, it's been a little bit, but just stand on that thing. If you flip it over, it's even tougher. But if you do, I'm sure you do a bunch of stability work with all the distance stuff you're doing.
Yeah, but not like
You-
this.
Yeah.
And for some reason, this putter, like the putting thing, I've done this my whole life, I think.
Oh, the eyes.
The eyes and the falling with the putter. Like I've always fallen to my heels.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I do it with all my clubs if I go back and look.
That's centripetal force.
I get really toe heavy at setup.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like a known issue I have.
On there, it wasn't. It was pretty centered. Kind of on the balls of your feet.
That's crazy how different that is.
Now let's put the sticks under his arms.
And the glasses on, and the laser down.
Then we'll get a picture. Yeah, it feels so much different. It's so interesting seeing a putter finish this side of the line instead of out there.
The furthest out it should ever be is impact.
Yeah.
You know, it should go barely in, barely in.
But I feel like I'm very used to seeing putters end up away from me, or at least on the line.
Yeah.